All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahasnom Chak Kodash. I want to give double honor to our apostles, a great millstone, who well, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right, today I'm just going to go in the spirit. I had a scripture inside of my mind, on my spirit, and I'm just going to bring that scripture out and just go in the spirit, This is the book of Sirach, chapter 18, and I'm going to start at verse 1. He that liveth forever hath created all things in general. All right. And it's heavy. I was watching this guy, I think he's from Elam. All right. And he was like, he made this example. He had an analogy. He said people in the West, they don't understand the concept of quote unquote God, because they don't understand that something never has a beginning or end. They said because people in the West, they think linear, whereas in the East, people think circular, all right, such as your energy. Your energy does not have a beginning or an end, all right? It's circular. So you live in these bodies, these earthly tabernacles, all right, which you are your spirit, all right? But your spirit lives in these bodies. All right, you are your spirit, but your spirit lives in these bodies, all right? And when your body expires, all right, you go back to the spirit world, all right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to get that Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter. See if I can get it right quick. Ecclesiastes 8 and 8. There is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit. So it's when it's time for your spirit to go back to its source, the Father of spirits, Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, the spirit world, the world of spirits, okay? Then then you go back to your source and go back and get ready to repeat your cycle to come back in the earthly tabernacle, do something called birth, all right? Ecclesiastes 8 and 8. There is no man that have power over the spirit to retain a spirit, neither hath he power over the day of death, and there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. All right. Just to prove that point that your spirit, it leaves your earthly tabernacle and it goes to the Most High. Okay. Ecclesiasticus, going back to the 18th chapter in the first verse, he that liveth forever hath created all things in general. So going back to the understanding of the existence of the Most High, it's hard for someone who has a beginning and an end, such as us, to understand that the Most High created himself. But he never had a beginning or an end because he's a spirit, and he's that great spirit, all right? And a spirit, if you want to understand a spirit, like this guy broke it down, all right, a spirit is circular. So it's not linear, whereas it has a beginning and an end. Something is circular, it just exists, and it just repeats, all right? And that's the source of the Most High, and that's the source of existence. All right, that's why he's called He Is, or I Am. I am existence. All right, I created existence. Ecclesiasticus 18 and 1. He that liveth forever created all things in general. All right, Yahweh only is righteous, and there is none other but He, who governeth the world with the palm of His hands. All right, and the things that you see taking place on earth, all right, there have been orders in the spirit world, all right, and commissions in the spirit world that from the Most High, by the Most High, all right, that's allowing these things to happen on the planet Earth, man, such as the beginning phases of World War III, all right, Esau being a bad guy, planning to, all right, create this vaccination to ultimately detach mankind from their maker, all right, and ultimately enslave them to the RFID chip, all right. The Most High is governing everything, and that's something that we have to keep in mind in these dark days to come, man. All right, we can't have the same fear that everybody else has, all right, when this thing goes down. We have to understand that this is the Most High governing everything by the palm of His hand, all right. And just for further edification, okay, let me get to further the edification of the elect. It's that Proverbs 16:4. All right. Proverbs 16:4. The Most High, Yahweh, have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So the Most High created this sinister bad guy. When you watch the movies where the bad guy wants total domination and world control, that was Esau, man. Those bad guys are Esau. All right, but the Most High has his bad guy, his action figure. All right, when you were a little boy, you usually play with action figures. You might have had a good guy and a bad guy. Esau's the bad guy. All right, but the Most High created that bad guy. That's his action figure. All right. Proverbs 16:4. The Most High have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Okay. All right, let me see if I can go to Proverbs 21. All right, Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Okay? Going back to Ecclesiasticus, the 18th chapter, man. We're in the Most High's video game. Okay? Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, 18th chapter, 3rd verse. Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. All right? That's including Esau and his New World Order agenda, and that's including everything obeys the Most High's will. All right? Whether it's a parasite or whether it's the elites. Okay? Which the existence of Esau on the planet Earth is a parasite. All right, Ecclesiasticus 18:3, who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. All right, let me so I can get this in Romans, the 9th chapter. All right, so I can get it. Let me get this real quick. Romans 9:11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. All right. Hey, at that time, Esau and Jacob weren't born. Esau didn't do any evil, but it was already orchestrated for him to sell his birthright and be the bad guy. All right. Yeah, he's the bad guy. Okay. But also, when I want to skip to verse 17, Romans 9:17. You know what? I'm going to skip to verse 20, Romans 9:19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? All right. Nay, but, O man, who art thou that replies against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Have not the potter power over the clay? This is what I'm talking about. This is the proof that, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, Puerto Ricans, Hispanics, Haitians, all right, they make up the 12 tribes of Israel, the Latinos, Hispanics, all right, they make up the 12 tribes. That's the Most High good guy action figure, all right? But Esau, so-called white man, and the Dukes of Edom, that's the Most High's bad guy, the bad guy action figure. Like the movie Small Soldiers, man, the Commandos and the Gorgonites. All right, and this is proof. Romans 9:22. All right. Wait a minute. Romans 9:20. Nay, but, O man, who art thou that replies against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Have not the potter power over the clay? All right, of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? Back then, it would be like vessels, all right, utility vessels. But you can apply that to, say, a child's action figures, man. All right, Esau will be the bad guy, and Jacob will be the good guy, okay? What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? Now, keep in mind, tells you in Proverbs, all right, the book of Proverbs 16, all right, and 4, it says, Yahweh have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil, okay? We're going back to Romans 9, it's like 22, something like that. Yep. He refers to Esau as the vessel of wrath, fitted to destruction. All right, Esau is made for the day of evil, he's made and designed to be destroyed, okay? And that he might make his and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. All right, but the point is, the Most High already had a script out about as far as who was going to play what role, as far as who was going to play what role on the planet Earth. He already has a script laid out. Esau is playing out his script, and we're playing out our script, and the rest of the nations are playing out their script. All right, and we're reading the script in what you call the scriptures. All right, but you have to remember, the Most High is orchestrating everything. He's the grand. He's responsible for the grand scheme of things. All right, but that's pretty much the point. Hope your brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Abashah, Bashem Rakaku Das, double honors to our apostles of great millstone rule well. Peace and blessings at the house of David the elect. Till the next time, Shalom.